Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about how to create bottom navigation view in the Android Studio. So let's get started. Our application will look like this. When we will click on particular menu in the bottom navigation view, then the corresponding fragment will be shown there. First of all, we will delete this text view because we do not need it. Then just go to the code window and here add bottom navigation view. Width of bottom navigation view will be match parent and height will be 70 density pixels. Just above this bottom navigation view, we will add frame layout and its height and width will be match parent. Yeah. Now let's provide ID to both of these elements. For the frame layout, we will set ID as FL fragment, and for bottom navigation view we will set ID as bottom. Now we will go to the design menu to set constraints. Of course, our bottom navigation view will be at the bottom of the screen, so I am selecting this bottom constraint to the bottom of screen. Left and right constraints will be 0. Yeah, the constraints setting of constraints is done for the bottom navigation view. Now for this frame layout, we will set constraints from all the side as a 0 because it should be expanded at the entire activity. Yeah, it's done now. After this, we will need three icons to set at the navigation view. So let's go to the resources folder and right click on the drawable folder. Then go to the new and vector assets. Here click on this clip art. The first icon will be home icon. So I will search for home icon. Here we will select this icon and click OK. The name of this icon will be IC Home and click on next and then click on finish. Once the home icon is created, we will create another two icons. This icon will be messages. This we will select this message icon and its name will be IC underscore message. And the last icon will be settings icon. And its name will be IC underscore settings. Now we have three icons and the next step will be just go to the resource folder, right click on it, go to new and click on Android resource file. Here we are creating navigation menu file, and don't forget to select this resource type as a menu and its name will be bottom menu. In this file we will create the menus. When we created bottom navigation menu, you can see here the new menu folder is created, and inside that this file is created, bottom underscore menu.xml. Now go to the code menu, and here we will create menu items for our bottom navigation view. Firstly, I am creating one item. Its ID will be menu item home. Its title will be home, and the icon which we want to show along with this menu is home. Yeah, we are finished the work for single item. Now I quickly copy and paste these the same for another two items. So second menu will be menu item home, sorry, menu item message. Its title will be message, and the icon associated with this item will be IC message. And I will do the same thing for third icon, that is menu settings. Now we have completed the creation of menus for bottom navigation view. Now we will simply go to the activity main XML and then go to the code window, and here select the menu property, and here we will provide the name of menu file that just we have created, and it's done. You can see all the menus are created in the bottom navigation view. Now if we run this application, then it will look like something this, but the menus are not working because we have not yet defined the functions for these menus. When the user will click on home button, message button, or setting button, then which action will be performed? Basically we will create three fragments, and whenever user will click on these menus, the particular fragment will be hosted inside this frame layout. So firstly we will create three fragments. Right click on the package, then go to new and create blank fragment. The name of this fragment will be home fragment. In this fragment we do not need these boilerplate code, so I am just removing it. And here we will pass the layout. Yeah, now we will do the same thing for other two fragments. This fragment will be message fragment. Here also I will remove that unused code. and the last fragment will be settings fragment. Here also I will remove this unused code. Now what we will do, inside these layout files, we will just add one text view so that we can identify the each fragment individually, because now all these fragments are same. So just go to the code window and change this frame layout to constraint layout. And remove this text view for now. Go to the design view and we will add new text view, and we will make it horizontally center and vertically center. Now we will change its text view as now we will change its text view as home fragment, and I will change the same for other two fragments. Now we can identify each fragment individually. I will just copy this code and I will paste for messages fragment. Again, I will paste this code for settings fragment. Now we are done with the design part. Now what we will do, we will add functionality to these menus. So when the user will click on message menu, the message fragment should be hosted in this frame layout, and the same for other two menus. So for that, just go to the main activity, and here we will define one function, and this function is very useful in the case of these application. Private fun set fragment, and this function will receive one fragment, and whatever the fragment we pass into this function will host that fragment into the frame layout. Firstly, we will call the support fragment manager, and then we will begin the transaction, and using scope function, here we will do some operation. We can call the replace function, and here we will pass id of frame layout. It means the frame layout will be replaced by the current fragment, or the fragment which is passed into this function, and after that we will call this commit function, so it will apply the changes. Now the function is ready. I am quickly revising it. This function will receive one fragment, and whatever the fragment is passed into this function, it will host that particular fragment to the frame layout. Now inside the main activity, on create function, we will set click listener on the bottom navigation view. because that is the only way when we can detect the bottom navigation view is clicked. So bottom nav dot set on navigation item selected listener. It means it will listen whenever the navigation item inside the bottom navigation view is clicked. And here we will use when ID of selected item is message. Then we will call this set fragment method, and there we will pass our message fragment. If the ID is home, then again we will call that set fragment function, and here we will pass home fragment. If the if the ID is settings, then we will call settings fragment. And at last here we will write true because it will return the last line. Now here what we are doing, when the user will click on the message menu, the full frame layout will host the message fragment, and the same for other three menus. Now let me quickly run this application and we will see how it looks. Here you can see when I am clicking on home button or home menu, it is hosting the home fragment. When we click on message button or message menu, it will host the message message fragment inside the frame layout, and the same for settings. You can check the code given in the description section, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.